Welcome to the Daisy Show. My name is Andrew. This is my wife, Beck.
Hi.
Let's get into it. What are we talking about today?
The Great Lock-In.
The Great Lock-In.
It
You're really
sounds
selling
like a
it.
war, doesn't it? Sounds like a war. The Great... Can you tell me things that start with the phrase the Great and then it's something else? Tell me.
The Great War?
No, what other things? The Great...
I think that... Anyway, I'm going to derail this right now.
Sure.
So we recently went to Kuala Lumpur, which was meant to be just a quick little baby's first
Fun
visa run.
trip, yeah.
Fun trip. We've been to KL before. We had a great time.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-hour flight. I was going to go there for 3 days. This is like a 3-day tour. The starting jingle of that Gilligan's Island show. And it turned into National Lampoon's KL trip, where basically whatever can go wrong did.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've just never spent so much money to have such a bad time.
I know. That is depressing.
And it's not KL's fault. It's just a heady combination of stupidity and bad luck. Like, you can be stupid or you can be unlucky, but if you're both at the same time,
it's definitely both.
whoo, it's rough. Yeah, it's definitely both. So yeah, I made some mistakes and we got unlucky and it was shit. But I wanted to tell you one story because you weren't there.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I was trying to sleep.
So
Andrew likes to partay in the evening, even after, like, we've traveled for 20 hours to get somewhere that should have taken 3 fucking hours.
okay, and by partay, I wanted food because I was starving because we were traveling for all goddamn day. And you don't need food because you just, I don't know, whatever it is you do. Take a deep breath, you're good for another 12 hours. But
Pretty much.
I need food. So, and we needed water and supplies and whatnot. So, long story short, all day of traveling to do a 3-hour flight, and it's midnight, and we have no water and no supplies, and I'm hungry. So, fine. We've got the baby to sleep. We're in this hotel room that is now a mine shaft. It's all dark and cool
Yeah,
and quiet.
it's just not a hotel room. That's my bro's flat. That's my brother's flat.
Studio apartment type
Yeah,
thing.
that's exactly where he lives in wherever he lives.
Sure, don't dox him. Brisbane.
No, I'm not telling you where he lives.
He'll have heaps of stalkers and girls throwing their underpants at him.
Yeah, well, he is very good looking.
He's a bit of a looker.
So, anyway, that is my brother's flat. Yeah.
Yeah. So left you two there, and then I go out in search of food. Wandering around, and that place is full. It looks good, but it's full. This place is kind of empty. I guess I'll just have to go there. So I walk in straight into the middle of a Jackie Chan movie. So for those people who don't know Kuala Lumpur, there's there's obviously the ethnic Malaysians, but then a huge Chinese influence and a huge Indian influence, which is part of why we were excited to go, because Malaysian Indian,
Delicious
the
food.
fusion of that is just incredible. And then we ate none of that. We just got scammed by Indians and fed by the Chinese. But the Chinese food was good. Anyway, so this was a Chinese place.
Yep.
And I go in there, and the girl behind the front desk thing is already laughing
At you.
at me. She just thinks it's hilarious that I'm there. But the thing is, me walking around Southeast Asia, I get laughed at all the time. So I don't see anything strange about that.
Okay.
And I went, look, just dinner for one. Have you got any beer? I'm doing a diet break. I've earned a beer after today. What beer have you got? We only have Tiger. Well, Tiger's my favourite. Let's
It is good. Tiger is good.
It's okay. So, sit down at the table, got my Tiger beer, waiting for the food. I look up about 4 meters for the Americans, about 13 feet at my 1 o'clock near the front desk thing where the teenage girl was, is now out of central casting from a triad movie, like The Muscle for the Mafia. You know, like those that Bond movie from Hong Kong where there's Mr. Sayonara or whatever they call him from Hong Kong. And don't at me, it was the 70s when racism was still fun. It doesn't have to make sense. They're all Orientals, okay?
Yeah.
So this big, fat, grumpy Chinese dude is sitting there and he's just staring at me. Just glaring at me. Like, okay. Didn't think much of it. But I kept sitting there for the whole time, and he just stayed there. He did not move. And the longer it went on, the longer I had time to sort of slowly become aware of what I'd walked into. Because I'm the only customer in the restaurant, apart from what is very obviously a business meeting in the back corner.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a drug front.
On these,
Press the button and the door's open.
the Chinese round table type things. There's a group of very serious middle-aged people over there where they can see the glass shop front to my left and where they can run out the back door if they have to. They're having a business meeting at midnight on a Wednesday at this Chinese restaurant. And there's a guy just staring at me, putting himself physically between me and them.
Okay.
I'm like, well, that's interesting.
Maybe he thought you were an undercover cop.
Well, later on, another guy comes out because this Mr. Sayonara, he's not a restaurant employee, and he's not a customer. Because no one employs someone to just sit there in a restaurant, and he's not eating, he's not drinking.
Okay, that's weird.
He's literally just sitting, facing me, staring at me, did nothing else but keep an eye on me. Another guy comes out, and again, this is central casting. So he's the big, fat, scary muscle of the gang. Then another dude comes out. It's like Pinky in the Brain. He's smoking a cigarette in the restaurant, walks over to him, and then they're both looking at me, having a chat, and he's just getting a report before he disappears somewhere else. Again, who's employed in a restaurant to just walk around and smoke? So that guy doesn't work for the restaurant either. And then eventually I get my food, rice, duck, pork, and it was that, the Chinese style where they get like the whole duck and then close their eyes and then just chop it randomly.
Yeah.
So there's like splinters and shards of bone everywhere. I'm like, whoa, that's like a spinal column. And, that's a foot. That's a duck foot. All right, I'm going to move that away. And so I'm picking through this stuff. Tastes all right. It's good. And then I notice, there's some other guys here. And they're just young dudes loitering. And just a little pro travel tip for people out there. When you see young men loitering at midnight, it's never a good thing. It's never a good sign. So then there's 2, 3, 4, at various times, just young men doing nothing but in a restaurant. Obviously not employed by the restaurant. They're not doing a job. They're not delivery drivers. They're just hanging around. None of them look like they're stressed about waking up in time for work or uni tomorrow or something. They're just loitering.
Yeah.
So now the restaurant is me, a business meeting, Mr. Sayonara, some just young dudes loitering, smoking man who checks on Mr. Sayonara, keeping an eye on me.
Right.
And the giggling teenage girl who I'm now beginning to understand why she's laughing at me. Because the gist of the conversation, if I had to sort of guess, would be there's no way this random dude walked into this random restaurant at exactly this time. That's suspicious. Keep an eye on him type thing.
So they were doing something shady.
Something was going on, and
that's why they thought you were a cop.
Nobody else was there. It was just me. But I mean, I'm hardly an undercover KL cop. It makes as much sense as the original Terminator. Like, if you're going to create a machine that then seamlessly infiltrates humanity in America, why would you pick a 6'2" bodybuilder with an Austrian accent? It's the central flaw of that movie. But anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So, I fit in as much as Arnold Schwarzenegger does. But nonetheless, I clearly didn't belong and I was being stared at. And then later on, I saw the owner of the restaurant. Because you could just, you can see people who are working. You go, oh yeah, they work there. And it's the teenage girl's dad. And again, straight out of central casting. This is the guy who came from the countryside. He's good at pork. He's good at duck. He's good with his knife and his spices. And he just wants to make some money in the big city. And he's nearly there. And he's going to go back to the countryside. But this time he's going to be a landowner. But the mafia moves in and uses his restaurant as a meeting site.
Okay, yep.
But they probably buy lots of beer. And he's kind of trapped.
He just allows it.
And what's he going to do? This is the plot of a Jackie Chan movie. And then the girl comes back, giggling later on. Goes, oh, duck meat. Little round plastic containers. And it's like duck breast nicely sliced. again, laughing at me. Thank you. Why wasn't that there originally? I'm not quite sure what was going on. I don't know if the shards of bone and duck feet was like a piss take or a message or what.
Right.
But then like the rest of the dish came out while she's laughing. I'm like, yeah, you're laughing, love, but you're a central character in this movie because at one time you're going to have a run-in with the mafia. Dad's not going to be able to help you. And that's when Jackie Chan comes in to save the day. So yeah, it was just literally the plot of every Jackie Chan movie, and this idiot just sitting in the middle of it.
So then what happened?
I finished my meal, said thanks, and left.
And what was that guy doing that was staring at you?
He kept staring at me until I left. Maybe until after I left. I don't know. But yeah, if anything was going to kick off, it was probably going to be a drive-by through the glass windows, where my body would then shield the people, the actual targets, in the corner. But that's just, yeah. And so it's sort of slowly dawned on me because I sat there for a while by myself, just observing, being observed. I'm like, classic Deasy. These are the sorts of things that happen when I wander around the world. I thought it was pretty funny. Nothing bad happened, so it's funny.
Thank God.
Because you know that if it did, I'd just be like bleeding on the footpath and there'd be a bunch of Malaysian Chinese guys going, I don't know, he was like that when we found him. No one saw nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, locking in. What's this
first,
about?
First, I wanted to go back to phrases that start with the Great. Oh. The Great Depression.
That's the name of our trip to KL.
Yeah.
The Great Depression.
The Great Wall of China. The Great Lakes, which are in America, North America. And the Great Game. It's the rivalry between Russia and Britain.
Okay.
The 19. Okay, cool.
Well, that was a learning moment.
Yeah, so basically, we didn't know this because you and I do not use TikTok, so we Googled it.
Whoa, careful with the we business.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were famous on TikTok.
I'm not famous on TikTok. I'm young and cool, so I know what the kids are saying.
So on TikTok, there was this viral fitness lifestyle challenge, and it obviously is still going on. It's called the Great Lock-In, and it's a 3 to 4 month period of commitment, right? So I guess people started 1st of September, and then they'll go until, when would it be? September and November. What's the date?
It'll be, November, December, depending on if it's 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, so it's a bit later now, so if you start mid-September, you could go till mid-November. Cool. And so what is your understanding of this viral fitness and lifestyle challenge?
Me, nothing, because I don't know shit about it. You told me about this. I told you, or we told each other or something, about the concept of locking in, and then you went and found this thing.
Yeah.
But then you sent me some
reels.
Explanatory reels, and that sounds interesting.
Yeah. And so it's not as strict as or rigid as like 75 hard. How long is... Okay, yeah. 75 hard is 75 days, yeah. And it's rigid in that you have to do like 2 workouts per day, eat certain foods and...
Yeah, it's very prescriptive
and
about... It's not about certain foods, but you have to follow a meal plan. But it's very prescriptive about the 5 daily tasks that you must accomplish.
Okay, 5
and
daily
if you fail at any of them at any time, you have to start again.
So for this sort of challenge, it's just more personalized goals that are realistic and increased discipline, and it's sort of about a fresh start. I think because is it fall in America, and it's like a new beginning. But
That's
you could
spring.
say the same thing for spring. No, it says fall. I googled all this crap.
Maybe it's from the Southern Hemisphere.
Declare your intentions.
It sounds like a spring Southern Hemisphere thing, and the Americans have culturally appropriated it. Classic them.
Yeah, but in Australia it's spring. So spring is awesome in Queensland.
Winter is awesome in Queensland.
No, it's really not.
It really is, because it's never cold. It's like perfect weather.
Okay, well, you can argue with everyone who lives in Brisbane over that.
Why would you argue with someone from Brisbane?
So the idea is to build momentum for the months ahead, but also create a foundation for long-term success. But I was reading about this, and the reason that I find it interesting, because they said, okay, you're doing it for 3 months, but the idea is then you're going to keep doing these things in the new year.
Okay.
So it's not about just doing something for like 2 months and then being like, okay, done, bye. It's about changing things and then continuing to do it next year, which is great, which is why people should start now. So you really need to take stock of the year, basically, and determine what it is you wanted to do and did not do thus far. I mean, it's already mid-September, so...
October.
No, oh yeah, sorry. It's already October. So if you haven't done those things you wanted to do, now's the time to work out how you can do them. So choose 3 main areas of your life you want to focus on improving. So it could be health and fitness, career goals, and financial goals. And then you've got to do like a few things each day that will bring you closer to achieving those goals. So say if it's you want to lose some weight, then you need to do 1 training session per day. And then if it's, I don't know, what's another thing?
Well, one of those reels you sent me, I couldn't stop laughing because it's about sort of leveling up your life by applying discipline and consistency and stuff. And all of this is sounding very familiar, actually. But this woman was saying, and if it's about posting your reels, you make sure you post your reels every day.
Oh, yeah, social media was a good one. I need to do this. Actually, I need to write this on my list. So this would be career related, so it's just to do with improving our social media game. And that is you must post your reels every day, basically. We do need to post your reel every day.
Yeah, so this just...
Because posting a photo means nothing anymore. Nobody cares.
I just thought that was a really interesting indictment of the times that we're living in. That, like, if you want to improve your life, you got to dedicate yourself to social media.
You really do.
I'm like...
You're selling something.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. My first reaction is, you're an idiot. You're not improving your life by dedicating yourself to social media. Then I thought about it a bit more and went, oh, yeah. No, that is now like a fundamental reality of, anyone who's self-employed. If you've got your own business, like of any kind, you're now forced to do free labor for social media companies in order to get the attention that you require, in order for anyone to find out that you exist, because no one's looking you up in the yellow pages. It doesn't exist anymore. So,
yellow pages.
So we're now at this point of transhumanism where we are fusing with machines that dedicating yourself to social media actually is
essential,
like leveling up as a human being. Like it's so surreal. It's not surreal if social media was there when you're a teenager, you're growing up with it. You are already a cyborg.
You don't know any different.
Yeah, you're a cyborg. You're half phone, half human. But for those of us who remember the before time, it's
a good time.
It's so fucking weird because she doesn't blink, she doesn't flinch, she doesn't apologize for it. It's like in the same way that I would say, drink your water and eat your vitamins, it's do your social media. And she's not wrong, and again, I'm derailing the podcast because I'm changing the topic into something, but it's kind of surreal. Like if we could just have a little pause every now and then and go, as a species, are we going in the right direction? Or is that a moot question? We're going there anyway, so deal with it. Which is kind of sort of where I got to. I was like, yep, we are fusing with machines. You have to work for Mark Zuckerberg and TikTok and whatever. But so it's whatever you need to do to look after yourself and improve your life.
Yeah.
You choose those things that are important. You identify what daily habits are going to level you up in those spheres of life. And then you lock in and you commit to doing them obsessively, consistently for the 3 or 4 months. Am I describing it correctly? You don't know. You're not the expert either. But
I'm not an expert,
This is
but
our
I
understanding.
definitely want to do it because it sounds very interesting. So say if you you want to improve your health and fitness, then yeah, the things you said. I need to drink 3 liters of water per day. This is on your checklist. I need to go to the gym every day. And for me, that's kind of important. I think I can't have rest days because then I just get sidetracked. And I'm like, oh, well, need to write a book or something.
how many books have you written? None, because she never skips the gym. It anchors your day.
Yeah, just the habit of doing that. And then, like track your macros or follow a meal plan. So you know you're eating healthy, reasonable amounts of food. Yeah, so that. And then say if it's educational, I want to read 10 pages of a book every day. That is definitely me. I need to do that. I've got a stack of books I've been wanting to read all year and I've only read one. So speed reading is my next goal. And then so then the career thing is you need to post it on social media every day. But this is very individual. So it might be like, I want to learn how to garden and be self-sufficient. So you want to build a garden for your kids and stuff. So you're like, I'm going to plant tomatoes this day. And then tomorrow I'm going to plant, pumpkin.
I don't think you can plant plants every day and call that a challenge. Because you literally can't. It's not the same thing.
You need to like water them every day.
Sing songs to them. But it's going to be different tasks, so it doesn't work. I think it's got to be something you do all the time.
Okay, so
because it's not like you do a social media post one day and then comment on somebody else's post another day and then reply to a comment another day. No, it's you post every day. It's you drink the water every day. You go to the gym every day. It'd be that sort of thing.
It has to be exactly the same.
Yeah, it's because it's the repetition of the small habits that create the big change over time. So if you commit to a random project, it's not going to work the same way.
That's not it then. Okay, so tell me your 3 things then so I can understand better.
I've been roped into this? I'm doing this, am I?
Sure.
I was going to...
Just as an example. You can just do it as an example.
Well, you put me on the spot. Well, I mean,
first choose 3 areas of your life you want to improve on in the next 3 months or 2 months or 3 months.
Yeah, see, this is the whole process. You're going to have to sort of be introspective
about... That's the idea, yeah.
What your problems are, and then the opposite of those problems become your daily goals, is probably what I would assume. Okay. So this is kind of like generalizing the classic fitness 8-week challenge, or generalizing the 75 hard thing. So when you're talking about it's 3 to 4 months, but then you're going to commit to it next year as well. Well, that's exactly what I say about the Blitz. That's these 8 weeks are the first 8 weeks of the rest of your life. We're going to like ramp you up, get you locked in. So Blitz 3.0 starts this weekend, by the way.
Yeah. So if you're wanting to do the health aspect of the Great Lock-In, just do the Blitz, and that will cover all of it.
The Great Reset.
That's a good one. Shall we rename it?
No, it's really bad. The Great Reset's really bad. Yeah.
What's that?
The Great Replacement. Let's not get political.
So confused. Oh.
Yeah, so Blitz starts this weekend, and the first week, the preseason week, is basically this introspection, this focusing on what's important and then making a commitment, locking in to change. You have to be a different person to get a different body. So a different person is going to do things differently on a day-to-day basis. So by accepting that doing the same stuff means you will get the same body, you'll keep the same body, then accepting, right, so I have to do this stuff that I obviously don't want to do. If you did want to do it, you'd be doing it already. So there is an uncomfortable process of change. Then understanding I've got to do all these things at a sufficient level of quality and intensity and consistency, and then I've got to do all that for a period of time. That's how your transformation happens. So the first week, for those who don't know, and if you don't know, where have you been? The Blitz is an 8 weeks challenge crammed into 10 weeks, because the first week is just getting ready to do the things, because chances are you're not the person who's going to do the things. As I just said, if you felt like doing it, you'd already be doing it.
Yeah.
So you need to change your mindset. So that first week, 3/4 of it is just mindset.
Yeah, and also education.
The last quarter is education.
Because lots of people don't understand macro tracking. So that's
Correct.
also why they don't do it, because they don't know how. So you teach them that.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the thing is, hitting your macros and training are doing the things that gets you the result you want. But before we should even bother talking about the things, we need to talk about you becoming the person who is willing and capable of showing up and doing the things. So the things are irrelevant if you're not going to do them, if you're not going to prioritize them, if you're not going to go out of your way to learn and understand them, etc. That's why the week is structured, the whole program is structured the way it is, and it's why it's so successful, because I've got to bash dumb ideas out of your head. All of the comfortable lies that you've told yourself and that society will help you to reinforce. We've got to replace a whole bunch of wrong assumptions. Usually, like, everyone's middle-aged who does it. No young people listen to me. Fine. Fuck yeah. See you in 20 years. And I really will. Because the blitz is the last resort. It's the last thing you do. No one does the blitz and then goes and finds the thing that works. That never happens. It's the end of the line. You've done 20 years of Les Mills, 20 years of running, 20 mils of bullshit. You've broken yourself at CrossFit. You've done the ridiculous diets. You've done all the dumb shit. You've tried to do it your way and the preferred way all these times. And then you do the blitz and you go, oh, nothing worked like this. I've got more results in 8 weeks than in the previous 20 years. That's what people say over and over and over again, because it is the things. And I'm not being arrogant. I tell people, because people go, oh, the Deasy way, the granite way. No, it's just the way. I'm just the person describing it to you. I'm the person rude enough to go, you're actually dumb, and you are the proof because you've failed for 20 years. Maybe listen to me instead of yourself. And then if people can get past that rudeness, they accept, oh, okay.
A lot of people can't get past the rudeness.
Bless.
Which is why they don't do it.
Yeah, people tell me that, but they can't get past the rudeness because they can't get past their own cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
They want to stay in their comfort and failure rather than taking a few uppercuts to the ego and changing their minds. So if I was polite, it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't help if you were polite.
Nope. And if I'm polite and gentle and compromising and meet you halfway, all of that just steers people back to, well, the way I'd like to do it is like this. Oh, the way that you've done it wrong for 20 years. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we've got to beat the wrong notions out of your head and then replace that with, and what actually works is effective food portion control and progressive overload resistance training. That's what you need to do, and everything that you've done in the past has led you away from that somehow. Somehow you have not done one or both of those things, and that's why you don't have the results you want. And you've been led away from that probably because you chose it. You chose something preferable, more palatable, more comfortable, etc., doing the things that you want to do rather than things you have to do.
Yeah.
So it's not the Deasy way, it's not the granite way, it's a way with no wiggle room. You have to do it exactly like this, and then you definitely get results. And then I think once you get those results, you could customize things to suit yourself to some extent after that.
Okay.
Right? So I think people need to get results first.
Oh, yeah.
And then go, but I prefer this or that. That's fine once you got the results. But until you get the results, maybe you should just focus on doing the shit you have to do, which is what this lock-in thing is about. That's what 75 Hard is about. It's hard. Change is hard. Doing the things you don't want to do is hard. Yep, let's accept that. But truly accept it and go, yep, it is hard. So what?
You said that it's like a mental switch as well.
Absolutely. So what the kids are calling lock in, I would used to describe as like making one decision. So
Yeah, I understand.
If you go back to, of course you understand. If you go back to comp prep, bodybuilders, the master race, you make one decision, I'm doing comp prep. For 20 weeks, I'm going to set my life on fire. For 20 weeks, this silly hobby is going to take a totally unreasonably high level of priority in my life. I will fail at other things in life to make sure that I succeed at this. Is basically the way it goes. And not fail, but I will underperform at other things in life so that I make sure that I am consistently performing at the level required to achieve a good comp prep outcome for 20 weeks. And you make that decision once, and then you just do the things. That's what being locked in really looks like. And of course, there'd be other sports and other things where you lock in. Mm-hmm. But this is my experience and my paradigm, so that's what I'm using.
Yeah.
But I describe it as one decision.
Yes.
You decide once, I'm doing comp prep. That's it. And then there's no more thinking about it. There's no, should I go to the gym today or should I not? Should I eat this or should I eat that? Should I blah, blah, blah? No, you're not making a decision and agonizing over things every single day.
Well, it's sort of like not having any emotions then. Emotions no longer rule your decisions. You just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, regardless of how you feel, you do it anyway.
So you're saying if you do the blitz, then you're doing the blitz, the end.
Well, yeah, and that's part of the preseason week is getting you to understand that it needs to kind of be like that. Mm-hmm. You need to make but we get to the end of that preseason week and we're sort of gently stepping things up because there's sort of people get in shape during the preseason week because it's not just like me lecturing you, it's lecturing you and giving you homework. Start doing this. The next day, start adding that. The next day, start doing this. And so we are habit stacking through the week. Mm. So people are like, oh shit, I've lost 2 kilos and my waist is half an inch smaller. Boom. So just by doing some obvious stuff, some obvious generic stuff, and it's leading us to a point where we go, right, now we're going to lock in. Now we're going to hit exactly these macros. We're going to do exactly these workouts this many times a week. Boom, 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 boom. And then we get very predictable results. Like 1% weight loss per week, plus or minus 2%. On average. So most people are going to drop between 6 and 10% of their body fat, or their body weight, total body weight, in 8 weeks. Very predictably, if you've got the fat to lose. Skinny people, don't worry. You can eat more food and just grow muscle instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Heaps of people do that too.
You don't want to stay weak.
But, most people, fat loss is the proximal problem, and we solve the first 6 to 10% of that in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
By locking in, by going, right, this has to be a priority. And that's, the code where you take responsibility and you are determined. So that's the sort of the be determined part of the granite code of conduct that I expect people to sort of abide by for those 8 weeks is being determined. It's like, no, this has to get done because it's important to me. And sort of circling back to your lock-in challenge, you start with why, right? Sort of. I mean, they seem to be starting with what, but it's the what and the why should be very closely correlated. So what's wrong with my life? What do I need to improve? The why is kind of implicit. It's wrong with my life.
What is the why?
Well, the why is it important to do these things?
Okay, yep.
So if you need to have that little conversation with yourself as well and go, is this important or is it not? Because if you've been failing at this stuff for 20 years, you are demonstrating that it is a low priority. You are showing the world and also training yourself that this isn't important to you because something else is always more important. The inconvenience of traffic or the daily routine is more important, or the convenience food is more important, or the nap rather than training is more important, or whatever.
Drinking alcohol is
more important.
Yeah.
The late night snacks are more important, and on and on and on.
Yes.
And it's a million little decisions where you are weighing up the importance of what you're doing and why it's important or not, instead of making one decision. You just sit down, rationally, clearly think about it, absent the emotions of the future moments, absent the pressures of the future moments and just go, no, objectively, I'm not happy with this, or I wish I had that, or preferably a combination of both, where you are fleeing from pain and running towards a better future. There is a why there. Then, what do I need to do to achieve it? A few dot points, and those dot points become non-negotiable. That's locking in.
Yeah, and also saying the accountability aspect is important for locking in as well. And yeah, I agree. And so you're doing that as well with the Blitz 3.0 with the weekly video calls with everyone.
Yeah, hilarity will ensue because I'm going to try and host.
Yeah, you're going to call everyone.
I'm going to try and host Zoom calls. So DZ plus technology equals hilarity. So something that's very, very simple that everyone can do, I will fail at.
Yeah,
and then everyone can laugh at me.
I have a lot of struggles.
I have a lot of struggles. You got to wonder, is this negative self-talk like a self-fulfilling prophecy with me and technology? I don't think so. I think I'm cursed. I think technology is out to get me. When the war starts against the Palantir deathbots, I'm going to be target number one. It's personal. I can tell. I can feel it. Anyway.
And then...
accountability. So,
yes.
So, yeah, in the Blitz, or Blitz 3.0, we're going to do those conference calls, which should be a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Should be a bit of fun for me and a whole bunch of pressure
for everyone else.
For everybody else.
Yeah, because if you don't show up, we're going to think you don't care.
We're going to think you don't love me.
We're going to think you're hiding something.
You're hiding something.
That's what I think when my clients...
I'm going to be like Mr. Sayonara staring at you from 13 feet away. And what's your angle? What are you up to?
And then I would also suggest you curate your digital environment to help you succeed in these. So if you're going to do the Blitz, which you should, look for YouTubers, creators, fitness people that inspire you or motivate you, and go follow them or go read their content or go watch their YouTube channel or podcast, and then unfollow people who are not doing the things that you should be doing. So unfollow people who like to
rage bait.
Yeah. Those dumb things. And then or just people who don't focus on their health or fitness, things that you're trying to improve on, or things
don't watch
dumb.
mukbang videos.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, but then I was like, is that silly? Yeah, don't watch those videos that would make you want to eat more crap.
What's not silly about mukbang videos?
I don't know, yeah,
Why the hell does anyone watch that shit?
I guess the ASMR, but also they want to see people eating. I don't know why.
You know,
it's really weird.
Mackenzie told me off because I send her fucking champagne reels on Instagram, and then she has the nerve to complain and go, no, this is not the content that I want. This is what I watch. And she sent me this mukbang shit. I'm like, what are you... It's not good. It's not good. Yeah. Also, in Blitz 3.0, of course, you're going to be in Thinkific.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So this is, again, built into the system. What you're saying, curate your environment. Well, yeah, you're going to have a video from me every single day telling you, well, reminding you of stuff, or telling you new stuff that is relevant for that particular phase of where we're at in those 8 weeks.
And also the joining online communities that are supportive in that goal. So that would be the Fit Girl Club.
And the Facebook group for the Blitz.
Correct. So those are the two main things you need.
Yeah. So again, this is why the Blitz has been so successful over the years, is because we've got all of these bases
covered. Yeah, we basically
covered.
created all these things. This is all you need to watch and read and follow me and Coach Deezy on Instagram.
Don't follow me. follow back.
Why? Because you get too political.
Yeah.
No, follow Granite Conditioning.
Follow Granite Conditioning because I try not to ruin that page.
Well, yeah. I just try to keep it alive.
Social media on life support. It's so true.
And then mine.
God, we've got to do better. We need to commit to
It's hard.
A craven,
But yes.
narcissistic desperation for fame. It's a life skill in 2025. Fuck me.
Yeah, no, you're different to me in that you love to go and argue with people online about what's right.
I don't love it. I have to do it.
I'm not talking,
Someone has to do it.
Oh, sometimes health and fitness, but more political stuff you want to argue with people. Whereas I avoid communicating with people and arguing with people at all costs. And that is why I'm so bad at social media, because I don't want people to talk to me. So this is what happened to me the other day, and then I'm about to delete my comment because I don't want people to talk to me. So there was this girl, she posted, it's just to do with Bali and Bali dogs, and she posted a story of some dogs mating, and she basically said, like, she took the dog to go get de-sexed because the family didn't.
Yep.
And then she later found out, no, she didn't know it had a family, she later found out it had a family. But
Right.
that doesn't matter. They would have been like, thanks so much. So she de-sexed the dog, and I guess I was following her account. Maybe she's friends with someone I'm friends with. Who knows? And I responded saying, yeah, I've had to do that with all the dogs in my gang because there would be too much puppies, and like it kept happening, and the neighbors weren't able to de-sex the animals, so I did it. And then just so many people came. I said something as well like, oh, we don't need any more puppies. And this one black woman said to me, oh, you don't need any more puppies. You're God. How do you get to dictate, like, if we need more puppies or not? And I was like, oh, my God. And then this other chick said to me, what, so you just steal these people's dogs and take them to the vet without telling the owners? Like, I didn't get it. And then, like, all these people came at me. Only the girl herself was like, yeah, totally understand. Like, good job. Blah, blah, blah. And then some other people were like, why is it so painful for the dogs to be mating? And it's just like, I wish I never commented because I don't want to talk to any of these people.
Yeah, nothing will be
like
achieved.
I should have just DM'd the girl directly and been like, good job, I've had to do that. The end of story. But then all these people just come out of the internet.
They'll do that.
And they're just like, you're not God. You don't get to decide that. And it's like, clearly you've never been to Indonesia. And she was some American chick, obviously, who lives. You don't get to decide who gets puppies. And then someone else yelled at her, like, oh, so you want puppies to die and drown and starve, do you? That's what you want. You're an amazing Christian. She started yelling.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it just went on and on and on. And I was just like, I'm traumatized from social media. And it was just Instagram, and this is why I don't do it. Whereas you'll argue to the end of time because you know you're correct. Whereas I'm just like, time to delete my comment because I just don't want to talk to any of these people. Like, I have no response for you. Can you leave me alone?
You're not a real Christian.
And, yeah. And
Shut up, Nazi.
This is why I don't ever post anything that people might get annoyed at or have other opinions at, because then they're going to come at me. Like, it must be really hard sometimes to be well-known fitness influencers.
Any kind of influencer.
Like Lauren Simpson and people just, like, coming at you. Like, you got fat after having a baby.
Loser.
There's, so many mean people out there. And they just want to have, or, like, you might say something. Like,
you're a fraud.
I like to eat oats. And then they'll be like, why would you condone the use of carbs when you're a fitness? I don't know.
That's food for horses, you idiot.
Yeah, so this is why I avoid social media and have for years. And I still am not getting any...
You have not avoided social media for years.
Okay, so I'll do
liar.
posts. And
you're a fraud.
I do.
You're a bad Christian. Nazi. You're worse than Trump.
I do post and I hide in the background.
Yeah.
I just do post and I'm like, okay, have a great day, enjoy your workout, because I just don't want to argue with people online. I don't know you. And also, if you met someone in person, you wouldn't say that to their face.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go up to them and be like, you're a bad Christian and you want dogs to suffer and die. Like, you just don't say that to people. So why do you think you can say that online?
Yeah.
Like, it's wild to me the way people behave online versus in person.
It's road rage times a million.
Like, just be the same. It's like...
Can everybody just be normal? This is a request from Becky Lou.
I will say to people, like, hey, like, get out of the way, or, you know, like, if I'm, I go outside and I get annoyed about people loitering around the house. I'm like, hey, can you?
Yeah, you're ruder to people in real life than you are
I
on the internet.
probably am. And like, if
That's
people,
so weird.
no, it's just if people loitering around the house, sometimes happens with the neighbors' stuff, and it's making the dogs bark. I'm just like, hey, can you go away?
You're a bad Christian.
I know, but I didn't say I was. I didn't say I was a Christian.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
People assume
you're a
that
bad
I was.
Muslim.
Oh, I should have responded.
You're a bad Hindu.
I should have responded to that lady and said,
Hail Satan.
no, she said something about, are you God? I should have said, no, I'm Allah. Is that the Muslim God? Who's the Muslim God?
Allah. Yeah.
I'm Allah. Allah.
Allah.
Allah. No, I should have said, no, I'm Allah. And then waited to see her response. She probably would have been like, what? Because she's American.
And when the
They don't
caliphate
leave
takes
America.
over your
They don't
city,
leave America.
you won't be allowed to speak anymore, woman. Shut up.
Okay, so we've reached a weird place.
And it was your fault this time.
I know.
I want it on the record. It's not
It's okay,
always me.
We've still got time.
Okay.
Look, I'll just say what mine are. So number one is improve my health and fitness. And if that's also you, we can do the blitz together. Just do the blitz and follow your training program and hit your macros, and your life is going to be substantially improved by the time it comes to Christmas. And also, even though everyone likes to party at Christmas, you're going to feel a bit like, oh, I don't want to go too overboard because I did all this hard work and I invested all this time in growing muscle and losing weight, that I don't want to go overboard at Christmas. I do want to continue to look good in the new year. And so, sure, you can enjoy yourself at Christmas, have a nice meal, blah, blah, blah. But just you're not going to want to go overboard if if you invest in the blitz and you invest your time and energy into looking good and feeling good.
Also, you are becoming a different person. So you won't want to. You won't enjoy it and you won't need it as much as you think you do now. So people don't want to get in shape. They don't want to start the painful process of change because no, I need my 12 pack of donuts or my 12 pack of beers or whatever it is that they're doing. Then, because I've had this 2, 3, 4 times in the last couple of weeks with clients where they've had huge transformation. I'm like, right, I've earned a donut. So I ate 2 donuts and then went, oh, it's not that good, is it? Because if you haven't had them and you don't have the sweet tooth,
yes.
as I say, find the sweet tooth and then grab some pliers, rip that fucker out. And once you've ripped that sweet tooth out, then suddenly, if you do a fraction of what you used to do, you go, oh, actually, it's already too much. 2 donuts, I didn't need that.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about that.
That is true, especially, I remember that feeling after comp prep, being like, well, there are some people who can eat sugar for days, but for me, I'd be like, I need all this stuff, and you'd have one bite and be like, oh, that's enough.
Yeah.
I didn't need all that stuff. I imagined that I did. I thought that I did.
You build it up. Oh, I'm missing out. It's a big deal. It's a blah, blah, blah. And then you have it and
you're going to feel sick too.
Whatever. Don't really care that much. So, yes, you can be physically in way better condition. A huge transformation between now and Christmas is right there waiting for you. But also, not just what you can see with the photographs and measure and the scales. It's who you are and what's important to you. Because your tastes will change and your habits will change. And so you can do the Christmas parties thing, but do way less damage to yourself, not just because the way you were talking, not saying you were saying this, but the way it could be interpreted is that, oh, now you're going to have an eating disorder. Now you're going to hate yourself. Now you're going to go, oh, I feel guilty and bad and all this crazy shit.
I don't mean that.
I know you don't mean that, but that's an excuse that people use because they do this false dichotomy of you're either wildly out of control, fat, useless mess, or you're dying of an eating disorder. Social media, you're a Nazi, you're a bad Christian. This fake false dichotomy thing. No, we're not saying that. We're saying, shit, I'm proud of myself. I applied discipline. I did the things. I don't want to ruin it. It's just that, okay? That's what Beck said. That's what she means. Not, you're going to generate an eating disorder and that will help you stay in shape. Not that. And that's the mentality, but also the physicality of, oh, I don't really enjoy eating more than 1 donut. So you can do the same Christmas parties, but you'll probably have the same amount of fun with less drinks, less food, and do less damage without feeling any kind of, I'm punishing myself and restricting myself. No, you're actually just limited to what is a sensible amount of partying, as opposed to what you would have done when you go into that already wildly out of control, already with the ability to consume 1 million calories of sugar and alcohol, and then going, right, time to cut loose.
Your ability to, yeah. I have another story to do with consuming sugar.
Okay.
So before I ever went to Granite, my coffee, I would drink twice or 3 times per day. My coffee would be double shot skinny vanilla latte, and they give you also a brownie with it for free.
Gloria Jeans?
No, Badminton Brew, which they are great coffee. And then also I guess, what's that really good coffee place in Brisbane? Can we remember the name? It's blue. It's blue. Can you see it? It's blue.
Oh, yeah, I can. Yes. I don't
know the name, but they have it at the University of Queensland everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So that place, and then Badminton Brew, which is near my house. So that's like a sugar calorie bomb of a beverage, right?
Uh-huh.
Even though it's skinny, it's also a vanilla latte, and then you get a brownie every time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to always have that. And then when I came to do comp prep, I was like, okay, this is dumb. I'm going to have black coffee. And so you get used to having ice long black or a long black and just sort of drinking that and drinking your tears. And that's fine. That's life.
Yep.
And so at least you still get to drink coffee and not green tea. And then so today I was like, you know what? Why don't I add some vanilla to my iced latte? Because that'll make it better. The yummy sweetness. And I got it and it arrived and I drank it and I was like, ugh. I just ruined my fucking coffee by putting this disgusting vanilla in it.
Syrup in it.
And that's the thing. You can condition yourself to have all these things and your body's like, I need all this yummy sugar to drink it. And then if you go back to the fundamental basics of drinking coffee, which is black coffee.
Yep.
And you get used to that, and then someone fucks up your beverage or you're stupid enough to add vanilla one day, it's you won't enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're not going to enjoy it because it's stupid. You added more calories. It tastes disgusting and you ruined your beverage. So it's real.
It's real. So, yeah, changing who you are psychologically and physiologically, because that's a sort of combination between your physiology and your psychology when your tastes are different. So you can become the different person, and then therefore it's easier to not overconsume calories in the future.
Yeah, ice long black is not hard to drink. Like, if I wanted to lose weight now, I'd be like, okay, I just won't add milk.
Yep.
And that's fine too, because you're still getting your coffee hit and caffeine, and it's yummy.
Yep.
I mean, if it's real coffee, like it's not like burnt, I don't know. It still tastes good.
Yeah. And comp prep sorts these things out for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, comp prep will break people. If you go into it crazy, you're going to come out of it super crazy.
Oh, God.
But if you're, kind of normal, then it will tighten all this stuff up big time. Because as you were talking, I was thinking, I used to have the massive just cake drink.
Yeah, the Frappuccino with
at
cream.
Gloria Jeans.
Yeah.
The double this, double that, double everything. It's probably 600 or 700 calories to have a coffee.
Yeah, there's photos of you drinking that back in the day at G4.
Oh, you're talking about the frappening.
Yeah, you
That
and
was
some
one
other guy
time.
with matching pants or something. It's really weird.
Girls don't understand how to have fun. Anyway, so I was about to say, since the last comp prep,
That you did?
yeah, like 12, 13 years ago, it's really only just been like double espresso.
Well, yeah, you love that. And also you love Italy.
and also that.
So when we went to Italy, like, yeah, it's time for a real doppio.
Yes.
Yeah, because not everywhere around the world knows what a doppio is.
It's amazing how many people
Especially the Balinese, bless them. They don't really know that. If you go to a Western cafe, they're like, okay,
Yeah.
you want 2 shots. But the Balinese like, what's that?
Yeah, but we live in this boule ghetto. You can get plenty of good coffee around here now.
Oh, yeah, Revolver.
Back in the day.
Like I told you, Revolver is the cocaine of caffeine. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding, guys. So if you do come to Canggu and you feel
You should probably say that you're kidding.
I'm kidding. There's no cocaine in it that I'm aware of. But it could be like coke back in... Oh, they were aware.
Speaking of social media and comments.
Revolver is still really great coffee. I love it. But if you feel...
Can afford it.
Can't afford it.
If you can afford it, go on.
I can't afford it. But it's really, really good coffee. Delicious, well-made, fast, efficient, really good coffee. And
This episode is brought to you by Revolver Espresso.
I wish they could sponsor us. Anywho, if you would like to be awake all day and all night, like you've got a lot, if you've got a lot to do, you got a lot on your plate during the day, you got kids to look after, you got a podcast to do, you got books to write, you don't like sleeping, obviously, you don't sleep.
Sleep is for losers.
Just drink a Revolver coffee and you're good. You don't need any other drugs. Yeah, I was really
That messed you up the other day.
Yeah, it really messed me up. And I didn't go to sleep until 2 a.m. and I was so sad. And I took a lot of melatonin as well, guys. I took like 15 milligrams of melatonin to try and undo the damage I had done by drinking Revolver.
Because as we know, the answer to a drug problem is more drugs.
Additional drugs, yeah. I learned that young. But the point is, if you've got a lot
Fake
on...
Natty!
Yeah. Hey!
Wow, I've got you on film.
Oh, no.
You just admitted it.
No, I didn't. I've never done...
You just admitted being a drug enthusiast.
No, I'm talking about...
All the rumors are
I'm
correct.
talking
All the
about
haters are correct.
Pharmaceutical... Literally no one would ever accuse me of taking drugs. I'm the smallest bikini model on stage.
If you took drugs, you're really bad at it. Yeah.
I know. Yes, so... Revolver's excellent. If you got shit to do, come here and drink that and it will sort you right out. Yeah. Coffee is... And that reminded me, caffeine is a real drug.
Oh, yeah.
Because the half-life of it is what, like 8 hours?
I don't know. It's a long time.
Or 10 hours?
I don't know what it is, but it's longer than you think.
Yeah.
And the effect...
So that means that in 10 hours from drinking it, you will still have half the amount of coffee that's in it. Oh, and then the other day I was searching
Google that. I want to know what the half-life is.
Okay. The other day I was searching pre-workouts for a client of mine online. I was looking at Elite Subs. And I came across a pre-workout which was 450 milligrams of caffeine per serve. Oh my God, I would die. Like if you think about a coffee that you buy at the shop, what's that got in milligrams, sorry.
It's like 35 or something.
Yeah, from 35 to 70, depending on how strong it is, and how many shots you get. But what are they doing in Australia, serving people 450 milligrams of caffeine and then you can't buy fucking melatonin on the shelf? That's a joke. Caffeine will fucking kill you if you abuse it.
Are you listening, Chris? Are you listening? I got a client is deep in a comp prep now. And way back...
it will kill you. It's
before comp prep started, I went, mate, it'd be a good idea to wean yourself off of the caffeine or really tone it down before you start because everyone is a caffeine addict by the end of comp prep because you're just so devoid of energy. Literally, that's what a calorie deficit is. It's an energy deficit. You are doing like the hardest thing in the world, which is maintaining this elite athletic performance while starving yourself to death. So you are going to feel like you have no energy. And the way we plug that gap is by abusing caffeine. And so everybody who does
you do have
bodybuilding just abuses caffeine more and more towards the end. So I'm like, maybe just bring it down now so that it can be there and work for you later so you're not desensitized to it. Well, he somewhat listened.
Good.
Yeah, not enough. Last time I spoke to him, I forget how many milligrams it was, but he does this shit. He does like multiple coffees and one of those. It's
no.
Yeah, the caffeine is measured in grams per day. Hey, that was me, my last comp prep too. I added it up. I'm like, oh shit.
But you're a giant human. You're not going to die from too much. Like, I would die from... I don't want to test this. Anyway.
I think I would die first from all of your complaining.
Yeah, the average you would. Or you'd just kill yourself. Just commit suicide and you're just like, I can't deal with this bitch telling
I
me.
need some
Because
quiet
I do
time.
come out and tell you that I can't get to sleep, and it will be like several times in the evening. I can't sleep. I can't
To
sleep.
announce your discomfort.
And then you come into the room. I'm not sleeping. I'm not asleep yet. Okay. The average half-life of caffeine for a healthy adult is approximately 5 hours, but it can range from 2 to 12 hours depending on individual factors like genetics, age, and lifestyle. So for me, 12 hours. Correct. And that is also why lots of boomers will tell you, don't drink caffeine after 12 midday. The boomers are right on that one for a reason. Unfortunately, you have to let the boomers win something, and I will give them that.
Not Italian boomers, though. They're doing espresso shots after dinner, and dinner was at 9.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
They're just different, hey?
They are. Okay, so we have reached our time limit.
Okay.
So
Having derailed the conversation, which is meant to be about locking in, and became about Becky Lou's drug abuse problem. Which is interesting and relatable. I think everyone can relate. But yeah, locking in is important, and it all sort of ties into what I've told people in the past about training. And again, it's in that sort of pre-season stuff for the Blitz, where we've got to get you to understand that just going to the gym isn't the same as training. There's levels to stuff, and the 3 levels that I would think of are exercise, training, and then training for competition. And it's that's locking in, right? So that's the whole, all right, I've got a goal, I've got a time frame, I've got accountability, I'm going to get on stage and be successful or humiliated or somewhere in between. So I've got a why, it matters to me, I can prioritize it, I will be intense, I will apply myself, I will be consistent. It's one decision that lasts for insert weeks here. And it's for a reason. And that's what locking in is. And it makes
one decision.
One decision, and it makes a qualitative difference to how you approach every day, for sure. So it's all just different themes on the same stuff. And this is why I say, people talk about, the granite method or the DZ method work for me. It's like, not really. It's just, this is what you got to do. And this is my way of explaining it. And this is my way of prioritizing things, my way of teaching it, whatever.
Yeah.
But we're all talking about the same thing. Andy Frisella with his 75 hard, this lock-in thing. A lot of it is very consistent. There are universal principles involved. And having a time frame, having a specific goal, knowing why it's important to you, understanding what the daily habits are, doing those daily habits regardless of how you feel about it because you prioritize it and you're determined to get it done. You make one decision, you lock in to that decision and you commit. Mm-hmm. What else are the universal principles?
Of the lock-in?
Of getting shit done, of actually being a winner instead of being a loser.
Yeah, stop
That's most
talking
of it.
about doing it and just do it.
Yeah, no procrastination, just take action, take the opportunities as they present themselves. Every next meal is an opportunity, every new day is an opportunity. The Blitz starting this weekend is your biggest opportunity. Oh, the other thing you mentioned on top of accountability is that the social factor is trying to curate your environment. And so that's the online environment, the real environment. It's easier to curate your online environment than it is to change, I don't know, your friends, family, where you live.
Yeah, you can't change your
Can't really
family.
snap your fingers and do that. But you can get into a Facebook group, Zoom calls, follow people who are going to help you on social media instead of mess you up on social media, doing those things. So on top of all of that individual stuff, curate your environment so that you have that social feedback and social pressure, and making being a winner
pressure.
normal as opposed to exceptional or different. And so, yeah, Blitz does all of that. Starts this weekend. Do it. Hit the link below.
Yeah. And it's new and improved.
And it's new and improved.
So it's really exciting.
And the new and improved stuff is all doubling down on exactly what worked before, which is doing the same stuff even better.
Yes. That's it.
That's it. We're done. Right. So till next time, no bullshit advice, coaching, links below, particularly the Blitz. Don't miss the preseason week. We've just spent the whole episode, not really because we spent a lot of time talking shit, but a lot of the episode explaining why that preseason week is so important. You can sign up late, but don't. Take advantage of that preseason week. That's where a huge part of the value is. See you next time.
Bye.